Hey Derek, okay, we've got one more meal for you that I'm making for Elijah, and it is ramen done the best way. This is something that will definitely add a little nutrition to regular ramen. It's a whole lot healthier, so I would suggest trying this. And this actually was given to me by an Asian guy I know who was teaching me how to make ramen the right way. So, grab this. Here are the things that you need. However many packs of ramen you want to do. Elijah's hungry, so I'm doing 2 packs. You need 1 egg per pack of ramen. You need some frozen celery and onions. Sorry, celery and onions. You can usually buy them together in a store, frozen together. Not all grocery stores carry it, but a lot do. But I already had frozen celery, so I just bought frozen onions separately. And then you want some sort of really good bouillon. You can do beef or chicken. And which one Lauren and Elijah like what they have. And then a little bowl that I'm going to put the eggs in, you'll see in a minute. Additive this time, we're going to add a little fresh peppers, orange, yellow, and red. And then you, of course, need a pot of water. Now I went ahead and started the water so that you would not have to wait for the water to boil. Here you go. And on the pack of ramen, it tells you that you're supposed to do 2 cups of water per packet of ramen. So you can either do a little more, a little less, whatever, but I did do about that this time. So the first thing you're going to do is actually get rid of this crap. Get rid of that. It's awful for you. So take the packets out. Okay? And this is what the fresh beef bouillon looks like. It's much better if you can get it fresh. You can buy it in the grocery store. And Elijah likes it to be pretty flavorful, so he asked me to put more than I did in last time. That seems like a lot, and it kind of is, but it'll really help the ramen out here. It gives it a good beef flavor. But like I said, chicken also works really, really, really well. So I'm going to go ahead, basically it's just boiling. Put that in there. And then, while it's cooking, so as soon as that brings up to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and dump in all of the vegetables. So, just to show you, I'm probably only going to do about like that for the onions. We'll put these away. And so, we'll bring this all on over. And it's starting to boil. So I'm going to put the ramen down in there. And the frozen celery and onions. And I'm going to use that bowl later. That's actually what he eats his ramen in. And then, nope, stay over there. I'm also going to go ahead and put in the peppers as well. Okay, and give this a bit of a stir. And because that bouillon hadn't quite melted yet, I'm going to keep giving this a little bit of a stir yet. Or not melted, dissolved, I guess you could say. So go ahead and keep it there for a second. You're going to want to typically cook your ramen once it gets back up to boiling. You're going to do it for about 3 minutes. So I'm going to set the timer. Actually, there you go. Turn this back up on high. Now if you have like chives or leeks, actually particularly leeks, and then also maybe even some water chestnuts, anything that you would typically think of in a good Asian dish, you can throw in here. So I'm going to start the timer because I can tell it's just about to boil. I'll let that go for a minute. And while that's happening, I'm coming over here. I'm going to go ahead and crack these 2 eggs into a bowl. Now you do not want to whip them up, you just want to leave them just like that. But you need them both open, and I'll show you why in a little bit. Okay, so wash my hands. Turn this down a little bit. You might want to watch your ramen because it does boil up pretty good. Alright, so I'm just kind of stirring it to make sure. You can see all the ramen noodles have broken up now. I'll give them about 2 minutes to cook here. You can literally do this as simple as just having the ramen and the bouillon and the eggs, but definitely adding the carrots and celery is super easy, and it makes a huge difference. And then you can just, like I said, add in whatever other vegetables you want. So you can see this is going to make a pretty hearty meal for Elijah. I think this is going to be great for him. So just wait for it to boil and get cooked. I had about a minute left. And if you like your ramen done more, you can do it more. Or if you like it a little crisper, you can do that as well. Yep, so we're about there. What I like about this one too is it's a super, you didn't need to show me. It's a super fast meal. So literally this is the entire time it takes to cook this entire meal, and it'll be ready as soon as it cools off enough for you to eat. So go ahead. Start getting the egg ready. Ooh, it smells good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so turn that off. Now this is the key, and it's going to sound really weird, but this is how you make it amazing. So you're going to take this ramen, and you're going to keep, is that doing it good for you?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to stir it, get it stirring real good. You're going to drop the 2 eggs right down in the middle, and keep stirring. Okay, just keep stirring it. Flipping it around, doing all this. Now what that does is, I don't know if you can tell, but this ramen broth has become a little thicker. Or maybe not necessarily thicker, it's gotten a kind of a creamier look to it, which it does do. And that's kind of mostly what the white does. But you will actually see little chunks of, well, of course there's ramen everywhere now. You'll see little chunks of white egg in there too. And that's actually how they eat it. Really like it. So the main reason you want to get that stirring is you don't want to have just 2 whole cooked eggs in there. You want to get the yellow cooking around evenly, and then you want to be able to have the chunks of white kind of broken all up through it. There you go. Turn it off, and I don't know if that bowl Elijah chose is going to hold 2 of these, so we'll see. But anyway, all you got to do is just pour it into something, keep it in that bowl, wait for it to cool off, and that's a good, healthy, much healthier ramen meal. So, love you, and I would love to hear your thoughts after you try it. Bye.